Welcome to the deep dive. So glad you're joining us today. We're going to peel back the layers on something pretty profound. This dance between humility and purpose.
Yeah, it's tension we all feel, I think.
Absolutely. And today we're looking at it through, well, one of history's most fascinating figures, who's also deliberately sort of understated, John the Baptist.
Right?
Our source material for this exploration is some excerpts from Mark107.pdf. And our mission really is to find some powerful insights into what it means to prepare the way for something bigger than ourselves. And how embracing this idea of being a stagehand, as we're calling it, can actually be incredibly transformative in, any part of life.
It really can.
Okay, let's unpack this.
What's truly fascinating here is how John's story feels so timeless, right? It's a direct challenge to maybe our default setting, wanting to promote ourselves.
Yeah, that pull towards the spotlight.
Exactly. And he gives us this really compelling lens to look at that tension, seeking glory versus dedicating yourself to a purpose that's not about you.
He really embodies it.
He does. He's the perfect example of this metaphor we're exploring. John the Baptist as the ultimate humble stagehand in this huge cosmic drama.
That image, the humble stagehand, it's really powerful, isn't it? It makes you think about ambition differently.
It does.
In Mark 1.7, in the Message translation by Eugene Tierson, John's actually described as little more than a stagehand. Let's really sit with that role for a second.
Okay.
A stagehand works quietly, right?
Yeah.
Often literally in the dark backstage. The audience doesn't see them.
Right. Completely unseen.
Their job isn't to get applause. It's to, meticulously get the scene ready, make sure everything's perfect so the main actors can shine.
Setting the lights, the prop.
Exactly. Adjusting lights, setting props, maybe cueing music. They're like the invisible architects making the whole performance work. Without them, honestly, the show just wouldn't happen in its full glory.
And that's precisely the significance, isn't it? The impact of that behind-the-scenes work is just huge. It's the invisible foundation that makes the whole production possible, even spectacular. And their focus is entirely on enabling someone else's moment, not their own visibility.
Which is so countercultural today.
It really is. And this raises an important question for all of us, especially now, with personal branding and metrics everywhere. How do we define success? How do we measure impact if it's not about being seen? If it's not about getting the applause, but about contributing to something, bigger?
And John didn't just have this role projected onto him. He, explicitly chose it. He owned it.
He did, very clearly.
He told the crowd straight up, no ambiguity, the real star is yet to come. I'm not even worthy to untie his sandals.
Just think about how radical that is.
It really is. In a time when a prophet could command this huge following, he deliberately pushed all the attention away from himself.
Redirected it.
Completely. He wanted everyone to get it. He wasn't the lead actor, not even a major supporting role, really. His whole mission, his only focus, was just setting the stage for the real protagonist, for the Messiah.
That level of self-awareness is, it's staggering. It points to such a deep grasp of his own purpose within this much bigger story.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a casual remark. It was like his defining mission statement. Knowing his role meant setting boundaries and always pointing beyond himself.
It's a powerful lesson right there.
Oh, definitely. In knowing your place, your contribution within a larger narrative, there's strength in that humility.
But what makes John's choice just wow is when you think about what he could have claimed, what he deliberately walked away from.
Right. He wasn't just some random guy in the desert.
Not at all. He had this incredibly impressive background. He could have easily used it to build his own brand, claim that starring role.
Absolutely.
We know from the wider context, even before Mark 1.7, his lineage was top tier. Son of Zechariah, a respected temple priest, deeply connected to the religious heart of things.
Yes, and his birth story itself was, extraordinary. Announced by an angel, divine intervention marking him as special right from the start.
And his name, John, given by God himself.
So picture it. The spiritual pedigree, the miracle birth, the clear prophetic calling, this magnetic presence drawing crowds.
He had everything.
By any human measure, he could have stood up and said, listen, folks, I'm important, holy line, chosen by God, follow me.
Yeah.
The temptation must have been enormous.
Huge.
Yet he consciously, consistently refused it.
So here's where it gets really interesting. He had all the ingredients for a personality cult. Charisma, background, divine nod. But he just meticulously stripped away every bit of personal honor, every angle for self-promotion, every earthly credential. Why?
His single burning desire was just to point to Jesus, period.
Just Jesus.
For John, all the real glory belonged only to Christ, who was about to step onto the stage. And Mark's gospel, right from chapter 1, shows us what Christ was bringing.
Wasn't just more of the same.
No, this was different. Power of the Spirit, healing the sick, casting out demons, even forgiving sins, reconciling people to God. John knew the real life-changing drama was starting.
And he knew he wasn't the star. He was the usher, the announcer.
Exactly. And his understanding was spot on.
Yeah.
He knew only one person, Jesus, could bring that kind of transformation.
Yeah.
As Mark chapters 1 through 7 just keep showing us, Jesus arrives not with, armies and power in the usual sense, but with this profound humility.
Starting with his own baptism by John.
Right. But also with undeniable authority. He
Yeah.
wasn't just talking about the kingdom of God. He was making it present, tangible.
Through his actions.
His miracles, his radical teachings, his compassion, and ultimately, his death and resurrection. That's the center of the whole divine drama. He is the star of the story, no question.
So, okay, let's bring this home. If we take this lesson from John, how often are we tempted to, subtly or not so subtly, draw attention to ourselves?
It's a constant temptation, isn't it?
It could be small things, right? Dropping hints about work achievements, maybe highlighting our unique skills, or even just telling a story where we come off looking really good.
Or wanting that recognition in our communities, our friend groups.
Exactly. Or even for the good things we do. But John offers this completely different path, a better way maybe. Proclaim nothing about yourself.
Well said.
Speak of the bigger thing, the greater cause, the truth, the person you're serving.
It's a really potent invitation to just check our motivations, isn't it? If you've gone through something positive, some transformation.
Yeah.
The main story isn't really how great you were in navigating it. It's about what or who enabled that change.
Ah, okay.
So tell that story, the story of the grace or the wisdom or the power that helped you. Let your testimony, whatever it is, be centered on the catalyst, not yourself.
Like the Apostle Paul.
Exactly like Paul. Remember 1 Corinthians 1:23, we preach Christ crucified. Paul had plenty he could boast about intellect, background, accomplishments, but he made this radical choice to boast only in the cross, in that transformative countercultural event. That same focused message over messenger should guide us too.
I really like reframing this as the joy of being a stagehand. It sounds small maybe in our star-obsessed culture.
Right, sounds insignificant.
But if the play is something truly grand, like God's story of redemption or any narrative bringing hope, being a stagehand is actually a huge honor.
An honor beyond measure, as you said.
To prepare the way for real change in someone's life, to help them see a bigger truth, to quietly make things happen for them, that feels like a holy calling, a really noble thing to do. When you pray for someone or share an idea that helps them, or offer help quietly or serve behind the scenes without needing the credit, you're doing what John did, setting the stage.
And think about the joy, the pure satisfaction a really good stagehand must feel. The curtain goes up.
Yeah.
And the audience is just captivated, spellbound by the main actor. The stagehand isn't seen, but they know they made that moment possible.
That's a great analogy.
That's the kind of joy we can feel, right? When people connect with something true, find real change, grasp a bigger purpose because of our small, maybe hidden acts of service.
We fade back.
We fade into the background, yes. But the message, the mission, the star shines brightly. And isn't that the goal if you really care about the cause? Seeing the cause itself win.
Absolutely. So the practical steps then, how do I actually live like a stagehand day to day, at work, at home, in our communities?
Good question. What does it look like?
Well, John's example and the source materials suggest a few things. We can try to live with integrity, authenticity, lives that actually reflect what we say we believe in, not just talk about it.
Walk the talk.
Right. We can serve others without needing a thank you or a certificate or public recognition.
Just do the work because it needs doing.
Exactly. We can talk humbly about the ideas or the leaders we admire rather than constantly positioning ourselves or boasting about our own part.
Pointing away from self.
And maybe most importantly, consistently point people towards the core truths, the transformative power of the message itself, instead of highlighting our own successes along the way.
Every single time we choose to step aside like that, every time we let the greater truth or mission or person be seen instead of us, we're lying out this calling.
It gives significance to small actions.
It really does. Our small acts gain this immense, often unseen weight when they point beyond themselves. So what does this all mean?
What does it mean?
It means our efforts, even if they feel minor to us, carry real weight when they serve to put the spotlight on the true star of the show, whatever that star represents in your world.
John the Baptist's humility, it's a powerful challenge to our pride, isn't it? But also a beautiful model for how to serve.
Both things at once.
He makes it so clear. The grand story of meaning, creation, salvation, whatever you want to call it, it's not really about us. It never was.
It's about something or someone much greater.
We're the stagehands,
Yeah.
preparing the way, setting the stage, always pointing, as he did, to the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world, pointing beyond ourselves.
So maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. What would it look like to gladly, even joyfully, take our place behind the curtains, unseen by the crowds, unpraised by the world, knowing that the true glory, the real impact, belongs somewhere else? And when that greater truth, that star, takes the stage, when their presence fills the room, when lives are changed because of the small part we played,
And we can rejoice.
then we can rejoice. With this deep, quiet satisfaction, our part is done. The audience sees the one who truly deserves all the honor, all the praise.
Wow.
How might adopting that perspective shift your view of what's truly significant? What success really looks like, not just in spiritual things, but in everything you contribute, in every part of your life? Something to think about.